I never meet the results I expect from the effort I'm putting in. It's demotivating. What should I do?
Expectations. That's what this boils down to. You've set super high expectations for yourself and you're not able to meet them. So those expectations are causing you suffering. This is very hard to avoid because especially if you're just a go-getter, you're someone that just wants to tackle the world, which is amazing. I'd like to consider myself that type of person as well. But guess what? I have hit huge periods of depression because of that exact reason until finally I was like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy the process. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm putting in the work, and what progress I make, I'm going to appreciate, because at the end of the day, you need to appreciate the fact that you're putting in the work. You're going to the gym, or maybe it's a different thing. Maybe you're just trying to save money.
Yeah.
Maybe you're trying to get back into the dating world or something, and you're going on dates, but you really haven't met the right person yet. Whatever it is, you need to acknowledge the fact that you're putting in the work. And that is huge, I think. Not enough people realize that. They're like, I'm doing this, but it's still not the results. Okay, but you're still putting in the work. Like, take a second to appreciate that. And are you going into the gym and you're giving it your all? Are you giving it your all, or are you half-assing it? If you're half-assing it, well, there's your problem.
Yeah.
Put in more work. Try harder with that time that you have. Just because you're working on something 24 hours a day, but you're half-assing it all day, doesn't mean the same as taking 90 minutes or so and really giving it your all. You get a lot more satisfaction from putting in a full amount of work.
Yeah. The way I read this question, I love that there's multiple perspectives, because I feel like our mind initially went to two different things, which is good.
Perfect.
So one, this person sounds like they're putting in a ton of effort and they're expecting results because there's a lot that they're putting in. It's demotivating. Where my mind goes is, take a step back and see if the effort you're putting in is the right effort. Like, are you using the right strategy? Maybe, right? If I have, let's go back to what we just talked about. Like, if I have a goal to lose weight and I'm just doing X, Y, and Z, but I should really be doing this other thing instead. Like, is what I'm doing pushing me the right direction, or am I kind of wasting time because I'm not, I haven't created a solid plan of attack to get there.
So take a second and kind of reevaluate what you're doing and making sure that what you are doing is actually moving the needle. Or maybe you're just trying too much shit and you're overcomplicating the process, and as a result, you're getting burned out on it.
Yeah, there's that too.
That could be it. So if anything, start simplifying it. Figure out what is moving the needle the most, because here's the thing. There is one thing that's giving you 80% of the results that you're looking for. That's where you need to be putting the most of the energy.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is just like substantial work. So let's say we'll use the gym as an example.
Yeah.
Right?
It's easy.
Okay. So when it comes to losing weight, nutrition is 80% of it. That's the truth.
That's it.
Nutrition is 80% of it. But if you're only putting 20% of your effort into nutrition, but you're apparently just killing it at the gym, and you're not seeing the results you want, it's because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Yes, you need to be going to the gym.
Yeah.
But that's what, an hour out of the day? Nutrition is all day.
It's lifetime.
Yeah, it's every day. It's all day. So make sure that you're focusing on the right things, which, like you said, I'm glad there's a second perspective, because I jumped to a different thing, but I think both of them are beneficial to kind of like take a step back and look at it and be like, okay, is this what I'm doing?
Yeah. And then I would also say too, talking about, I don't know what results, it sounds like you have big goals, which is cool.
Awesome.
I love that. So don't limit that. Don't think it's too big. The other thing I would say is, if you've been putting in work, and it could be business, it could be fitness or whatever. If you've been putting in a lot of work and you're not getting the effort you want, maybe it's time to look at it as an outside source. And that's not technically, just asking a question for the podcast, but like, maybe you hire a coach or a mentor to help you that's done it, that can help you get whatever you're trying to get to.
Get a second perspective from someone that's actually there.
From someone that is like trained at doing this. So if it's a fitness goal, hire a trainer. If it's a business goal, hire like a business coach or a mentor, right? If it's something else, like there's people probably in that field or doing something like that specialize in helping people reach these results.
And the reason they're so beneficial is because they can look at what you're doing, and they can dissect it, and they can go, hey, you're not focusing on the right things.
Yeah, and
let's
that's
reevaluate and let's switch your focus towards nutrition instead of working out, maybe. But also stop comparing yourself to other people.
Yeah,
that's another, like, where do our expectations come from? Like, let's dissect this real quick. Where do expectations come from? it's from the outside world.
Yeah.
We see that someone else has a nicer car than us. So then all of a sudden we want a nicer car. We see that someone is making more progress in the gym. So we want to make the same amount of progress. The expectation is mostly coming from outside factors, which it shouldn't. You need to just be proud of yourself and the work that you're putting in. And whatever progress you're making based off your genetics and all these other factors involved, you just need to be happy with that and be like proud of yourself for putting in the work. You don't know what this other person is doing as well. Like, especially when it comes to the gym, the person that you're like jealous of that's making all this progress could be running a lot more gear than you. That's
it's the truth.
That's the truth though. This person that you follow on Instagram that has the year-round six-pack that just looks like a Greek god.
Yeah.
They're on shit that you're probably not. So you can't really compare yourself to other people, especially when it comes to fitness, but also when it comes to finances or really anything else. And you're only seeing one side of that. And that's the main thing that I want to get at here is you're only seeing one side of that whole reality that person is living. You're seeing the highlights of it. You're not seeing all the other shit involved. But what you do see is what you're doing.
Exactly.
So just appreciate the effort that you're putting in. Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Are you better than you were yesterday? Probably. Cool. Keep going forward.
Yeah.
Each day is another opportunity to get better. If you put in just a little bit of work yesterday, more than you did the day before, you're better. Let's look at reading as an example of this, right? You want to learn something new because you don't have any confidence in this thing, but you know if you did have confidence in this, it might make you more money or it would just improve your quality of life more because you have a better understanding of how this works. Well, the easiest way to do that is to get a book on it. Okay. Well, you read 10 pages of this book. You already have a little bit more knowledge than you did the day before.
Exactly.
Then you read another 10 pages the next day. Now you're stacking it, right? You continue to do this each and every day. A couple weeks later, you have a lot more knowledge on this one particular subject than you did a month earlier. Are you the smartest person? Are you fucking Elon Musk? No. It doesn't mean you can go build rockets or whatever the hell. But what it does mean is that you know more than you did the previous day. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Am I improving? Even at the smallest scale, am I improving?
Yeah.
If the answer is yes, then pat yourself on the back and keep putting in the work.